And what does he do? If it's being gay is not working out for you, you become trans.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm super excited for this video. It's definitely a subject that I'm kind of nervous about, and I literally had to like bust out a prayer to like talk to Daddy Jesus and be like, please guide me and make sure I'm able to communicate clearly to the people, because this is a very sensitive topic, but it's an important topic to talk about. The big question for this video is, are trans women women? Are trans women women? Okay. Officer Tatum, a popular YouTube commentator, went on to Piers show. I saw a tiny clip from this and I was like, ooh, this is hot. And this is a topic that I wanted to talk about for some time, but again, it's a really touchy, sensitive topic. But I felt like, based on the clip that I saw, Officer Tatum communicated so effectively and clearly that I am intrigued and interested, and I feel like it's a really good video to bring to my platform, because I do think that he represents the ideology that I believe in, and I'm super excited to engage with this video and bring it to my channel. And listen guys, if you hate this video, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, let me know in the comments. Again, when you talk about trans, gay, LGBTQ+, ATPQZ, it's a very sensitive topic, so no harm, no foul. I hope no one's offended. Please, your feelings are not facts, but I get it, they're your truth. Let's get into it.
But Brandon, there's all these issues, misgendering and so on. What do you make of the wider thing of Dylan Mulvaney, this cultural phenomenon now in America, basically sending up what it means to be a woman?
I think it's absolutely appalling to give credit and credence to a person who's mocking women. Dylan Mulvaney, I don't think is serious whatsoever. You got a gay man who has a lust for fame and fortune, and what does he do? If it's being gay is not working out for you, you become trans and you try to make a lot of money, which is what Dylan Mulvaney has done. Dylan Mulvaney is not an example of women. He's not even trying to be a woman. He walks around with a 5 o'clock shadow and dresses up in women's clothes and mocks women. He's berating women. I have never in my life seen a woman act like Dylan Mulvaney. Not one person on this panel can show me a woman that's as flamboyant and radical and twitching and twisting and acting like Dylan Mulvaney.
Are you insane? Did you watch the Barbie movie? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Officer Tatum he's honest. He's straight to the point. He ain't going sugarcoat it. Straight to the point. He's honest. He's direct. He's conservative, and he knows exactly what he's believing. It's clear that his mind cannot be infiltrated by liberalism. The first thing I'm noticing in this video is the fact that this white man is in the middle, just the way how they've set it up, right? He has all these emotions that he's strongly expressing about what Officer Tatum is saying, and next to him is a white woman and a black woman, and they're both super calm. I think they're cisgender, they're women, and they're agreeing. They're not explicitly disagreeing. They're not showing any strong emotions to what Officer Tatum's saying, but this white man, he seems gay, is like super like upset about what Officer Tatum's saying, and he's saying that, oh, like, have you seen the Barbie movie? The Barbie movie is not a representation of women. It's about cartoon. It's a movie. This is real life. I don't get what he's saying.
What? And who are you to talk about who a woman is? You're a man. This is absolute nonsense.
Who are you to talk about?
I'm not telling anyone who a woman is, but I'm certainly not telling someone who isn't a woman.
I've never seen a woman.
Do you think Dylan Mulvaney, you cannot compel people to use
I'm not
language
compelling people,
you
but I
want
want people to be kind.
I am kind.
I'm
lovely.
You're calling her
kind.
mentally unwell.
He is mentally unwell.
That's not nice. That's very unkind. Everyone on this panel so far has had zero empathy for any of the people we're discussing.
You don't
want to hear other people's opinions.
Then Riley has
you don't want to hear other people's opinions.
Yeah, Brandon, come into
everyone has an opinion.
Like Officer Tatum said, everybody has an opinion, and not because somebody's opinion does not agree with your opinion, it means that you need to get your panties all twisted up. Like, it's never that serious, which is why I said in the beginning of this video, your feelings are not facts, but they're absolutely your truth. I'm not going to say that Dylan Mulvaney is like has a mental illness, because I do believe that some people are genuinely trans in society, but I also believe that like there is a strong push by feminism and liberalism where people's minds are easily like infiltrated, and they think this is what they want, but truly it's not. And I know this because I went to a liberal college, so I'm not just talking out my asshole. Like, I've been there and I've survived it. And the other thing is, this guy immediately, like, he had all these big emotions that he was expressing, and then he's saying like, where's respect? respect? Where's the love? Sometimes the truth freaking hurts, okay? The truth freaking hurts. And again, feelings are not facts, but they are individuals' truths.
You may not like the opinion, which is fine. I don't agree with you.
Where's
it
the
doesn't
love?
matter.
It's a not lying.
You think love is lying to people and deceiving people. I think love is telling people the truth and being consistent across the board. Dylan Mulvaney is crazy.
Where's the dignity?
Now let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
Where's the respect?
Let's put this in perspective.
Where's the respect?
Because I think people get caught up in the gender role thing. Just imagine if a person was white and decided to identify as black and did all of these crazy things
This argument has been had so many times.
That they did stereotypically what black people would do. We would be outraged.
We would.
It would be a sham.
I agree.
We would not accept it. And so we shouldn't do that. What Dylan Mulvaney is doing is wearing women face. The person is not a woman. He's not trying to be a woman. He's impersonating.
Honestly, I can't continue to sit here listening to this absolute nonsense. Riley, I want to ask you a question because a lot of this is to do with sport and how you feel.
Riley, as far as I know, she's a swimmer who competed with the trans woman swimmer and got beaten and was like, why is this happening? This is not a woman. And it was like forced onto her. And that's a whole nother story for a different day. But my best friend is a bisexual man, okay? And the other day he asked me the question. He was like, Allie, do you think that gay rights are trans rights? And I said to him, no, I do not think that gay rights are trans rights. And I'm actually tired of trans people sort of like infiltrating these different groups and claiming these identities, which they're not. I would love an opportunity for trans people to have their own space. I've been friends with trans people. I do not think that like a gay cis man is the same as a trans man. They're not the same. And when I responded to him, what he said, oh my God, this is absolutely like, I can't even use the exact words that he said, but he was like, yeah, like he wants the real thing because trans men don't have the real thing. It can be made, but it's not like biologically came out of a woman and it's like that. And I think the idea is that, you know, when trans women or trans people are transition and they want to be a part of the binary, they present as being a part of the binary, but again, they're not actually biologically this thing, which means that they are not a woman. They're not a woman, but they are presented as a woman, and they as a result of trans women. And I feel like it's okay to be a trans woman or a trans man, but trans women and trans men are not men. They're not women, because men and women these are biological identities. And I feel like liberalism has really complicated this, and now when people have these strong ideologies where it's like, no, I'm a man who was born with a penis and you're a man who's born with a vagina and is now claiming to be a man, we're not the same. They're not the same. I'm not gonna lie, when I was in college, I became a bit confused. And I think the earlier you're able to confuse the kids, the easier it is for people to not be able to tell the difference, because you're convincing them that blue is actually orange and that the sky is actually green. And it's just like, this is the truth that they're going to grow up with, and yes, they're going to continue believing that and communicating that, and they're going to have strong feelings about this because they were brainwashed. And clearly this man in the middle is brainwashed because he believes that trans women are women. Trans women are trans women.
Riley, I want to ask you a question, because a lot of this is to do with sport and how you feel it's unfair because you're up against people with unfair. A bigger body, right? So do you think it's unfair that someone who's taller than you or has more strength than you can be in the same team? Is that the argument we're making here? Is that what's unfair?
I think it's to do with the criminal.
All right, let's move on. I want to discuss a couple of other things.
Wait, why can't Riley
One is
answer?
Oprah Winfrey. We may even get some agreement on this. We might do. Oprah Winfrey's fought back tears because she was basically caught taking these weight loss drugs, Ozempic, I think.
Actually, it really doesn't matter that Riley didn't answer, because Riley, I'm sure, agrees with Officer Tatum. I don't know why this white man is asking her, like thinking that she'll have a different opinion just because she's quiet. Silence does not necessarily mean that you're accepting the truth. It just means that it's exhausting to re-explain something that's been explained to you a million times. Like, I'm sure Riley agrees with Officer Tatum.
Oprah Winfrey's fought back tears because she was basically caught taking these weight loss drugs, Ozempic, I think. She said it stopped her blaming herself for being unable to control her body shape with willpower. Of course, she was the front woman for Weight Watchers and had to give that up when she was caught not actually doing anything the Weight Watchers tells her to do, but basically taking a tablet to lose weight. I want to play the clip of Oprah talking about this.
I took on the shame that the world gave to me. For 25 years, making fun of my weight was national sport. And then I read the headline that Mr. Blackwell, the tastemaker of the time, called me bumpy, lumpy, and downright dumpy. Because when I tell you how many times I have blamed myself, because you think I'm smart enough to figure this out, and then to hear all along it's you fighting your brain.
I'm afraid I like Oprah, known her a bit over the years, but she was caught basically defrauding the world, right? Because she was a spokeswoman for Weight Watchers, and yet quietly and secretly, and denied it, actually, she was taking one of these weight loss drugs. We think it may have been Ozempic. It was something similar if it wasn't. But she was just caught. Brandon, I mean, to me, it was the deceit and the hypocrisy. And I think it's been pretty damaging to Oprah, this. And no amount of her tears, pretty crocodile tears, I think, no amount of that is going to change my view that on this one, she really pulled a fast one on the public. And in particular, all those women that looked up to her and were following what they thought she represented, Weight Watchers, and their guide to how you lose weight, when in fact she was popping these pills secretly behind everyone's back.
This is what they do. You know, she only cried when she got caught. She didn't cry when she was taking those Ozempic pills or whatever the case may be. And then they try to change language. She says she can't change her body shape. Yeah, nobody can change your body shape, but you can change your body weight depending on what you eat. Are you in a caloric deficit or not? Are you working out or not? But she was...
Bro, why was that so funny? Yeah, you can't change your body shape, but you can change your body weight. Shit. Oh my God. It's the truth. You can absolutely change your body weight, and sure, with technology, mighty Jesus, you can absolutely change your body weight, and now with technology, you can definitely change your body shape. Like BBLs exist, you can get your liposuction. I mean, we live in a capitalist society, therefore you can definitely pay someone with the skills to change you in the ways that you like. Of course, it might cost you your life, literally, but you can do it. And like Officer Tatum says, like, literally, discipline is everywhere. Oprah is a very smart woman. I'm sure she was very disciplined to be able to, you know, be one of the youngest talk show hosts and is now like Black billionaire. She has discipline. And I get that food can be a stressor for many people. I too relate to this. I have people in my life who relate to this, but it's not just the brain. It's literally just you having self-control. I mean, I guess the brain is what makes you have self-control, but taking accountability definitely helps with weight loss and having a routine that you commit to and stick to in whatever way. Literally, you can work out for 15 minutes a day, go to bed on time, eat good food, and you lose weight. It's really not that hard, okay? It's really not that hard. It's as easy as eating a bunch of food, really.
Depending on what you eat. Are you in a caloric deficit or not? Are you working out or not? But she was saying she was working out, giving these young women false hope, and she did it to them. She should be ashamed of herself. But instead of taking responsibility, which I would have said, fine, you took responsibility. We know people cheat, people do stuff. She made it about her and became the victim. Lady, nobody's putting pressure on you about your weight. That only comes from within. I don't care how much I weigh. If I don't care how much I weigh, that's on me. That didn't have nothing to do with society. So she should be ashamed of herself. But this is what celebrities do. They only cry when they get caught.
Yeah. Finally, I want to end with this. James Bond. Apparently, the person tipped to be the new James Bond is Aaron Taylor Johnson, who is, famously, he's married to a director who is 24 years older than him. He took her name when they got married. He's a kale eater. I mean, all of this is ringing alarm bells to me, I must say. He says, I'm being a feminist. I'm happy to say I'm a feminist. Being a feminist is just believing in equal rights. Man, woman, gay, straight, black, white, we're all in it together. So we got a kale-eating guy with curly hair who took his wife's name. Brandon, I don't know about you, man, but I'm just not sure I can have a kale-eating James Bond.
Many of the Dutch eat kale, actually. It's quite popular in the Netherlands.
So heavily. What's wrong with someone eating kale?
Well, because it suggests they may have vegan tendencies.
What's wrong with that?
Kale, and I do have
kind of a vegan.
Trying to save the planet.
Brandon?
They mean they're soft.
Lamb.
That's what it comes down to. They mean they're soft.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, I believe in a man's man. I don't really like these feminine guys who go out. They don't seem to be.
God.
Men too need fiber.
In any way. They don't seem. I know it's okay to eat fiber. I'm just saying the insinuation that the guy got curly hair, he looked like a softie, and he's trying to play James Bond. There ain't no real man. Listen, even the gentleman on here that calls himself gay, there is no situation that you will find yourself in.
Gay? What is wrong with you? I have sympathy for the people in the comments right now. They're like, what is going on? Why is this guy?
You know, we don't even know actually. Brandon, to be fair, we don't actually know whether this guy is going to be James Bond. One thing we can say with absolute cast iron certainty is that Barbara Broccoli will not be appointing James Barr as the next 007.
Maybe she should.
Because there is a limit to what kind of man's man we want as 007, and it ain't James Barr. Thank you to my panel.
Okay, well, perhaps one of the reasons why most of the opinions that were shared is Officer Tatum's is because I am watching this snippet that he shared on his channel. And again, I'm watching this snippet because I was mostly interested in the conversation about whether or not trans women are women, but also like he makes really good points, and I'd prefer to listen to someone with good points that are logically clear than someone whose points are based more in like emotions. And that's okay for your points to be based in emotions. Some of my points are based in emotions, but I feel like logic is important because logic actually reflects reality. And emotions are not necessarily reality. They're like made up in our head, in the psyche, you know? But I think I really like Officer Tatum. I recently came across his channel and he's a really smart man, and I think he's really inspiring. I'm sure his wife is loving how strong he's presenting himself on this platform and on his platform. It's nice to see a strong man with clear opinions and clear beliefs that are for the family and for family building, because I love family. If you guys like this video, let me know what your favorite part is. Also, let me know if you're an Officer Tatum stan. I am becoming one, I think. Again, like I said, I just came across his channel a few months ago, and I am inspired by him and how he presents himself. And also answer the question, like, do you think that trans women are women? I definitely want to talk about this topic some more. I want to dive a bit deeper into the history and how other trans people feel about it, trans women who've been alone in public about this for some time, because I feel like Dylan Mulvaney is a more recent popular trans person, and I think he's also popular because of his whiteness. If you like this video, again, like this video, and I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Don't forget to subscribe. I so appreciate it, and thank you so much for watching.